Long ago, while the Egyptians were building pyramids and stuff, Dark Magician was the ruler of all spellcasters. And then Power Creep happened, and now nobody even knows him or respects him. Do you even know his first name? It's Mahad. It's Mahad, yeah. With that said, Dark Magician of Destruction is finally in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. His card is insane. Does it help Dark Magician? Short answer is no. Before I start, in a couple of days, I actually do want to do a Blue Eyes structure deck versus a Dark Magician structure deck video. If you want to see that, hit the thumbs up in this video. It's gonna be a fun little back and forth with the homie. I'll see if C reactions around with somebody. But if you want to see that, thumbs up. Because I don't want to do too many videos on this. But again, if there's demand, we'll make it happen. Because I'm kind of already a couple days late with the stuff happening. That said, what does Dark Magician Destruction do? As long as you have a spellcaster that's level 6 or higher in the field and you activate a spell this turn, you can summon this card from your extra deck for free without the use of polymerization or anything. And when this card is special summoned from the extra deck or special summoned in general, you can add any Dark Magician card from the deck to your hand. Literally anything. As long as Dark Magician is written on the card, you can add it. The Gaze of Timaeus, Dark Magic Circle, Seekers of Dark Magic, Illusion of Chaos, literally anything that has the word Dark Magician on the text. It's actually insane. And what this actually does, it can turn to turn 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. It's got some downside to it, and unlike the counterpart with Blue Eyes White Dragon, where they built a good deck that's so good that you can take it to regionals and YCSs and win, shout out to C Reacts for topping, you're not gonna do that with this. However, the plus side is, there's a lot of ways you can run this into many different decks, and that's what I'm gonna show you in today's video. Now, for the first thing I wanna do, is kind of funny. It's, well, it's funny for me, not my opponent. First, we're gonna activate Fuvalos. You're gonna notice that I'm not playing standard cards to go along with this. Well, technically, this looks like a Dark Magician in at first. Does that resolve? All right. So, as I mentioned, this can search anything. Are you gonna play into this? Surely you're not. By the way, we already have our card right here. Red Eyes Fusion will literally turn into the into our Dragoon here, or not Dragoon, but into our Dark Magician Destruction in a second. Are you gonna play into this? Is a better question. They added Duel Beam. Duel Beam is a problem. Okay, so they're playing straight up Dark Magician. Okay, so we might not be able to do what I want to do here yet. Let's see what happens here. So you're gonna activate this and send. Yeah, you don't have to set it. You could just. I mean, I guess it has to be set, right? No, you don't even have to set it. You can reset this here in a second, as long as you get Dark Magician out, which you will with Prima Lordly Load. Oh, Necro Fusion. Okay, so they're straight up. Oh, that wasn't even that. That was that. Okay. I'm saying a bunch of words. Don't mind me. I'm basically trying to see what we're going to end with. But this is going to be a pretty simple board. It's going to end with probably Masquerena, along with Dark Magician on the field, so Prima Drill Beam is live. And then Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. They're trying to go for the. It's funny, we're seeing the Dark Magician Destruction mirror here, but they don't know what I'm playing. And for every card they give me, it's going to be dangerous. But I do want to keep in mind, I need to make sure that Drill Beam and Dragoon have already been used. So if I activate Illusion of Chaos, there's a good chance they will probably hit that with Dragoon. Unless they already have like Ash Blossom in hand or something as well. Okay, so this right here is going to turn into the Dark Magician of Destruction for them. Because they already activated a spell and they got the level 6 or higher spellcaster, so they're going to tribute out right now. And with that, they're going to get the Gaze of Timaeus, which they're going to use to turn into Dragoon during my turn. So let's see how many cards we draw here. This is going to be 1. They're not going to flip it right now, because again, the downside of Gaze of Timaeus is it banishes whatever card you summon at the end of the next turn. So ideally, what you want to do if you want to do this Dragoon setup is you want to set the Gaze of Timaeus at the end of the turn and then flip it during my draw phase. So then you get that extra turn while it's my opponent's turn, and then when it goes back to you, you still have your card in the field before it goes away inevitably. I hate that they added this stipulation to the Gaze of Timaeus, because even if they didn't banish the card after one turn, it wouldn't be that broken. They're gonna draw 2 cards because they have Dark Magician Girl on in the graveyard, and then this counts as Dark Magician on the field. Ooh, wait, they stacked the oh, and I see. They added Soul Servant, and then that's how they're gonna get the Gaze of Timaeus, and then also get an extra card. Smart. All right, so the problem though is they're playing into my Fua, which they don't want to do. If they're smart, what they're gonna do is they're gonna activate Ether Barrel to send it to the graveyard. Nope, they're still summoning cards. Okay, great. Ooh, Maxi. I'm gonna save that Maxi actually. Yeah, and they just set the Gaze of Timaeus and something else. They're summoning from the... What are you doing? Okay. You know that you could have just tributed this and then summon it from the graveyard. They do not care that my card is active. Oh, they summoned from the hand. Never mind, never mind. They already had it in hand. All right, so you have Drill Beam set. And we have the Gaze of Tamaya set. Nice. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. So this is what we're gonna do. Ready? This. We're not summoning Dragoon on this setup at all. All right, so first things first. Okay, they didn't even get rid of this. You could have made Masquerade on everything. You could have so many more things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to summon Spellbook Magician. There's a possibility, since I just normal summoned, it might just blast Drill Beam right away, and I was correct, so that's our the picture. Perfect, beautiful, love it. Boom. They have Red Eyes in hand. Okay. Their hand kind of sucks. It's fine. Again, I wanted this dead. Now, if they're smart, they're going to activate their the Gaze of Timaeus right now. They're not doing it for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna go into Illusion of Chaos. There we go. There we go. Good boy. So now I have to be smart about this. Knowing how my opponent is playing, they're probably going to immediately blast. Oh, I should have activated Maxi. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. That's fine. Timaeus United Dragon. What are you doing? Okay, well, now you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and add Eradicator Warlock into my hand. Go ahead and just send this back. You see where we're going with this? Okay, so first things first, let's activate Ready Fusion. So this is the basic way to do this. By the way, my action deck is 6 cards. I didn't even bother to build the rest of it. That doesn't do what you think it does. That doesn't do what you think it does. All right, well, they destroyed it, but my card is still gonna resolve. We're gonna go ahead and summon a classic Sangan fused with the Witch of the Black Forest. 2 classic monsters of back in the day that caused so much drama. And then check this out. Look, they have something else that they can activate in hand, I would assume. We're gonna go ahead and just go into the Dark Magician Destruction, but I'm not going to activate it. I'm not going to activate the effect. Or should I? Because I want them to. I don't want them to actually negate this. So I'm not going to activate it. I know it sounds kind of crazy. And I'm going to tribute for Warlock, Dark Magician Warlock, Eradicator Warlock. And what this card does, which by the way, you can search this card with the Dark Magician of Destruction. Every time you activate a spell, it's going to burn your opponent for 1,000 damage. Boom. But did I already know this is in my top? I kind of wish I shuffled it first. Activate Spellbook of Destruction or Secrets. Actually, I might not be able to do what I think what I want to do. Let's go ahead and get Spellbook of Knowledge. Boom. This is so toxic. 1,000. And then we activate Deception. Deception is going to be an extra couple of... If they don't have Ash Blossom to stop this, which I don't think they do, because we know one card is Red Eyes. Activate this. We'll send Illusion of Chaos away. This is going to be an extra 2,000 damage. Go into Hallowed Azamina. Oh, we get to do a lot, actually. This is kind of funny. Activate Hallowed Azamina. That's another 1,000. This is so evil. This would never fly, by the way, in, like, high-tier rank. Because, you know, it only works going first. And your opponent, as long as your opponent has nothing to interact with, no hand traps, you get to do a lot, obviously. But the thing is... This deck, this only works when your opponent has a board like this. Add Wanted. And now, we're going to shuffle this back. Hallowed Azamina. Shuffle this back. There we go. And we're going to add Dia Bellstar with this. I want to know what they have. Oh, it's that. Huh? Why? I could activate. I'm going to activate Maxi just to be petty right now. Draw an extra card. I could have drawn 2, I guess, but I wasn't paying attention. All right, we're gonna go ahead and draw 1. Hey, but when was the last time we saw Eradicator Warlock do anything? The fact that this card is so... Wow, that was a great draw. The fact that this card was so crazy that you can win with Warlock is nuts. All right, now we activate Hallowed Azamina again. And we're going to go ahead and chain Wanted to it, which is going to give us, first of all, an Omni Negate, so we get Sylvia out. Nice. And we add the Bellstar, the Black Witch, to our hand. And Sylvia. Boom. Now hear me out, because I know they have nothing in hand. I don't think I'm gonna drop either one of these yet. 1,000. Let's go ahead and draw another card first, because I want to see, because I do have monsters in here. I gotta draw only spells. That's the trick here. You gotta draw only spells with this. That was not great. All right, it's going to activate this and drop Illusion of Chaos. So we waited we did it this way. Boom. Let's go ahead and set that. Not that it matters. This doesn't activate. It's only normal spells, by the way. Now we activate Spellbook of Knowledge. And let's get rid of, I guess, Spellbook of Secrets. Draw 2 cards. This is unfortunately where our turn ends. But we did enough damage. We did enough damage. So the question is, can I kill here? What's the math looking like? Because you can stop something. So if I do this, let's just attack this. Yeah, let's attack this. That's fine, right? 1,500. No, I don't want to attack. It's not enough for game yet. It's not enough for game. Boom. And then let's get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of you. Boom. That's so funny. That's so funny. And that's basically it. Okay. So. Oh, I forgot Into the Void will reset my entire hand. I forgot I even activated that. As I mentioned, this is not that great of a whatchamacallit, not that great of a play that you could do, but if you pull it off, it could be stylish. You know, you're winning with a very, very old card, Dark Eradicator Warlock. That card has like not been played since what 2005 or something like that. Even back then, it was so hard to summon. All right, so. I'm gonna keep that on the field because I need them to send any card to the graveyard. If they send any card to the graveyard, we win here. Let's see if they know that part. We just won. Thank you for activating my deception and winning us this duel. All right, so that was one way you can play the Dark Magician Destruction. We're gonna do another deck for this next duel. You know what? I just ran into the same person because we're doing this part of the video in casual. But let's see what happens. You know, it's just I know in the 60 card deck I'm about to see Maxi and I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, first thing first, we summon Prime Ether Barrel Dragon. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. I'm gonna activate this to go into our Lordly Load. Boom. Set that, flip it, and reverse it. Activate that to add Drill Beam to hand. And since we activated the spell, and look at that, we have a, kind of sucks that this card is glued to my hand right now. We can go into Dark Magician. You know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna summon Dark Magician Girl. You know why? Because Dark Magician Girl is a +1 with Soul Servant. But guess what? But it banishes. Never mind, that was not a good idea. Never mind, gang. Don't do that. I forgot it banishes. We're gonna go ahead and summon Dark Magician, and this is gonna activate. We can go into our pretty much any Dark Magician card we want. I think what I'll choose is, let's see, we're gonna draw anything pretty much. I guess I can summon already normal summon, so this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. These are basically dead. I can go into Circle and see what's on top and try to stack something. Let's do that actually. And then we'll go into Dark Magic Circle, followed by Soul Servant. With Soul Servant, we'll be able to go into, I mean, we're playing against Tier. We're gonna die here regardless. Let's go ahead and put this on top. And then, ooh. Let's go ahead and get, yeah, let's get this. I was hoping something better, but like this is not a good setup, to be honest. And I'm kind of done using effects in the field, right? So I can just go ahead and summon Dark Magician and just reset. I think I might just reset, honestly. See, this would be a lot better if I had, it doesn't work that way. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Just summon Dark Magician. Boom. Get you out here like this. And then reshuffle the deck, I guess. And let's go ahead and go into, I guess we'll just draw our one. I mean, again, this deck is so, it's not that great. Ash Blossom was a great draw. It's a lot better, to be honest. Okay. Then now, we're gonna introduce the brand new cards as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Well, no, I'm gonna keep that out. Let's do Masquerina off of these, because the cool thing about the Gaze of Timaeus is you're shuffling back. Look at that new animation, by the way. It's fantastic, isn't it? And now we set this, set that, and we set this. Good here? I think so. Yeah, all right. And then we end. Now, as soon as we switch, the reason why we waited for them to switch is because the Gaze of Timaeus will banish the card on the next turn. Keep that in mind. We'll banish it on the next turn. So we're gonna go ahead and send this back. Shuffle it back. They have something that they can activate. This ends up being called by the grave. That'd be fantastic. Do I care about what are you hitting? Duel Beam? Shit. I mean, I guess I might as well do this and banish it. And then we can actually use Masquerina to go into, no we can't, no we cannot, no we cannot. No we cannot, because the new WP works off of effect monsters only. And this is the vanilla, which does nothing right. All right, so we have our Dragoon. We do have some interruptions technically still. Element Scream, I don't really care. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. They're gonna send. They're gonna try to send. Yeah, I gotta stop that technically. Let's go ahead and hit that. This is gonna be rough. I mean, it's Tier. Tier is so consistent, even with all the hits they went through. Tier Elements is not losing to Dark Magician. Like, never mind. Apparently, Tier Elements loses to Dark Magician. All right, we did the thing. We did the thing. We did the thing. All that matters. I'll do one more duel with Dark Magician, and we'll see what happens. I think in order for Dark Magician to be a viable deck, it needs something in the lines of what it had for like the Primite stuff. This is great. This is a great hand, by the way. Fantastic hand. Fantastic hand. Because if I activate Lordly Load, they have to stop this. If they have Ash Blossom or something, they don't. All right. Go ahead and add Ether Barrel Dragon. We're gonna go ahead and summon this. Activate it. Set Drill Beam. All right, they're just letting us fly. Let it all go through. Then we're gonna go ahead and go into, let's just send Rod away. Diabellstar, and this is why Diabellstar is going to be the best friend of the Dark Magician of Destruction, solely because of this. So this is the play that you're gonna see probably the most. Very splashable card. You do this, you go into Dark Magician Destruction, bam, like this. Banish her, unfortunately. She's being thrown away because she's a side piece end of the day. Dark Magician Destruction is halfway loyal to Dark Magician Girl. I'm gonna go ahead and add, technically add Soul Servant here. Technically also add this, because this is still Dark Magician, right? Let's do Soul Servant. Just to get in the graveyard. Even though it's gonna get banished anyways here in a second. I'm gonna activate that and set the Gaze of Timaeus up top. If I had Dark Magician Girl, which I know I can probably get to really, really easily, I'll be able to draw 2 here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Go ahead and do this. Draw the Gaze of Timaeus, and then activate this and tribute the Dark Magician of Destruction. And go into Hallowed Azamina. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you activate Hallowed Azamina. You send this away. Let's go into Arceolago first, just so we can get another draw. We're trying to maximize our draws here. Do this, Arceolago. Check this out. Boom. Let's get Wanted. And then we're gonna go ahead and make Masquerina here. Brand new animation. She's so cool. Look at her. Sorry that I don't have a royal finish, you know, maybe one day. And then we're gonna go ahead and activate Hallowed to send Arceolago back. And then this is important. You activate Hallowed Azamina and chain Wanted. Oh, almost clicked the wrong card. Chain Wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and add another Diabellstar from the deck just again so we can have something in hand. Because remember, you gotta draw for cost when you activate Dragoon. And just like that, now we have another Omni Negate. We have Sylvia. Boom. Summon Sylvia. Okay, now we can start doing some Dark Magician stuff. So activate this. I already activated. No, I did not activate it already. Okay, activate this. Let's get Magician Souls. And we can go ahead and send Lordly. Actually, I'm gonna keep Lordly Load. We'll send this back. I'm gonna go ahead and summon Magician Souls now by sending. See, this is the way I could have done it where I drew, but again, I wanted to have some kind of safety measures. You know, let's send Dark Magician Girl away and summon you. And now we can draw 2 by sending both the Lordly Loads away because they already served their purpose. Draw 2 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And awful draw, of course. But guess what? We also get to draw 1 more card by banishing Wanted and shuffling Deception back to the bottom of the deck. Alright, so, I mean, this is probably as good as it gets, if I can be honest with you. We could go into Fancy Ball here. But we can also do that next turn. I want to do this. Yeah, why not? Let's go into Fancy Ball. Fancy Ball. This is a brand new card. This card's insane. It's more unique a little bit because it requires you to use it against like if it's your turn, you can use it for a negate on the field. If it's your opponent's turn and they start activating links or summoning links, you can link it away and then make SP low 9 and then get basically 2 clears essentially. All right, I gotta make sure that I flip this Tamiya's quick play right now and get my boy Dragoon on the field. There we go. So this is what you're gonna see the most. You're gonna see this play the most because you can put this literally in any deck. All you're required is Dark Magician Destruction, the Gaze of Tamiya's, and Dragoon. That's it. And of course your spellcasters that you need to activate. All right. So yeah, we have 2 Omnis right here. You can do this even better. If you do like a more optimal build, not playing Dark Magician, for example, you could do multiple ways to style. But again, at that point, you're talking about a deck that only really works going first. And the challenge with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is how do you build a deck that can go second as well? All right, we got, do we care about Sengenjin? I think it's fine. I don't think they're playing, what are the odds that they're playing actually, they're playing, oh, they are! I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. So, Millennium Ankh is not once per turn, so if they have multiple copies, you can just activate it again, especially since we're negating activation with Dragoon. Sylvia only negates the effect, so keep that in mind. And Fancy Ball is gonna be kind of useless here, because they're not gonna be linking at all. I mean, I guess you can link into, you don't have it. I could say no to this. Yeah, let me say no to this. What are the odds that they have Call by the Grave? They don't have Call by the Grave. Okay. I guess you can go into Rabbit, Silhouette Rabbit. There are some links that you play in this deck, but not really going second. It's more like a going first setup. And that was good enough to win. All right, so yeah, I mean, the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is if you build a board that has a bunch of Omni Negates, you know, the thing that nobody really likes, and that's why they keep banning these cards, it's not really much interaction. And unfortunately, the one downside of Dark Magician Destruction existing, it does give you basically a one-way play immediately, like a turn one card play into Dragoon. As long as you have the card to discard, it's kind of nasty. Speaking of splashing it into every deck, this is going to be more of a, this is my best deck in the game. And look, I mean, you never want to see this in your opening hand, but I guess it's not bad. Let's go ahead and, I don't want to play Maxi, so I'm going to go ahead and drop Max. I'm telling you, this card is not the one. It's hard programmed to always be in your opening hand. Let's go ahead and summon the Bellstar. If this resolves, we are chilling. It resolved. Ooh. This is why this is bad. They have something that can activate. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. I'm gonna go into Dark Magician of Destruction. Now here's the thing. I'm going to actually, this is a problem actually, because I have to be careful about Duel. The thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is you have to figure out what beats your deck, and one of the big weaknesses is Duel. So I'm actually not going to activate this. Instead, I'm just going to go straight into the Gaze of Timaeus and tribute this right now. They have something to activate. Max C, I'm telling you, this card is not at 1. You cannot tell me otherwise. It is not at 1. This is not at 1. It is hard programmed to always be in your opening hand. I guarantee it. Comments below if you've been playing Master Duel in the past week. Let me know how often you've seen this card, because it showed up more often than ever before. All right, boom. Now we have, well, technically now we have nothing, technically, because if I summon this, I don't have a negate. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So stupid. That was so dumb of me. That was so dumb of me. Well, that's what Maxi does in this game. But also, I mean, ugh, whatever. All right, we're gonna go ahead and activate this and send you away. I can still do some stuff. We'll get Hallowed in hand, and this is the part where they activate Droll to. They didn't even have Droll. I didn't even have to do that. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta be careful. You gotta play everything very meticulously. Send us away. Summon Arcielago. I can actually do a lot still with. I mean, again, I crafted my deck to be very, very resilient, which is like one of the biggest weaknesses with White Forest. But I don't play the standard White Forest. Okay, activate this. We'll go ahead and send Arcielago back. And now we activate Hallowed, Chaining Wanted. Check this out. I'm gonna go into Azamina Sylvia, or Azamina, Saint Azamina first. So add this first. And now since I have 2 Sinful Spells cards in my hand, I can go into Saint Azamina. You can summon for every Sinful Spell you send to the graveyard. Summon this in defense mode. We activate it. We go into Sylvia. And now we just draw a card using Wanted. So we still have stuff that we can do here that, you know, stops it. So depending on what we draw here, Forbidden Drop it, I'm not setting it. I'm not gonna set it. We're just gonna end our turn. What we have right now is they can't target anything on their field because of Saint Azamina. This is an Omni Negate, so when they activate it, I contribute to stop it. And of course, Dragoon is another tower that also is an Omni Negate. So we have 2 negates, and you can't target your field set up here. Off of a failed attempt, by the way, off of them hitting me with 2 hand traps. Maxi and Imperm. All right, so what do we hit? Luckily, we had the Ash Blossom. Otherwise, these 3 draws that they would have gotten would have been actually more. Would have been devastating. Again, it's the reason why that card needs to die. And that is the Dark Magician of Destruction. Did I even summon it this turn? I did. Okay. I had to think for a second. I've been recording for like the past couple hours, and I've had so many duels where my deck did what it was supposed to do, but then did summon Dark Magician Destruction, which is not great for the video, so I had to throw it out the window. But yeah, other than that, let me know if you guys want to see the structure deck duel of the Blue Eye structure versus the Dark Magician structure deck in the next week or so. I'll probably grab a friend for that. If not, it is what it is. If you want to see it, just like the video and comment. And other than that, let me know how you are playing the Dark Magician Destruction in your decks. Other than that, we're gonna end the video right here. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the comment section below.